almost block the whole movie, almost storyboard the whole movie, using video digital characters. So that on any given day when we started a shot, he could say, we looked at the pre-visualization and say it's going to be this lens, it'd be from here. There were certain things, like for example, if you're going through a keyhole, you'd have to take out certain things. You have to take out the door, so he would know exactly, he'd be able to measure exactly where the camera needed to be. So it was great for him. But very often, my instinct was, he'd say, okay, well, here's the previs, and I'd just go, okay, there, throw it out the window. Because, they're little, silly robot characters that can't even move their heads. They can only move their bodies.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. I mean, does that sort of compromise your creativity as an actor if it's all planned out so rigidly?
Well, the good news about the previs is that my character was in her underwear for the whole previs. So how can you compete with that? You know what I mean? Now she was in her underwear and she was like tall and leggy and fabulous. So I just said, well, I'm just going to make believe I'm the digital woman in my underwear.
That's right, because it was supposed to be
that's
Nicole Kidman, right?
That's my motivation, that character.
So the panic room itself, it's kind of like these people who buy a gun for their home for protection. Right. In many cases, it's actually more harm than it is good.
Yeah, if there's any message in the movie, it's don't buy a panic room. Don't get a panic room, and pay attention to your instincts before you get into trouble, as opposed to reacting after you get into trouble.
So you're saying that you would not consider putting a panic room in your own home?
I would not consider putting a panic room in my own home, no. Of course, anybody who has an alarm system usually the technician will come and will designate a place for you that's safe, that has a dead-bolted lock, that has a phone line that goes directly to the police station or the alarm system company. And that's probably a good idea.
It seems like in so many instances, all these new technologies come out and they're supposed to make our lives easier, safer, etc., usually end up backfiring.
Well, because of the human element. Well, there's a part of this movie where I'm not going to blow it for anybody, but where the guy who knows everything about the alarm system, of course, he's the guy who's coming to break in, and he assumes that the alarm system is working perfectly and the panic room is working perfectly, and of course, this means he's got to kill him, because they got their face. He knows that this panic room is so beautifully equipped. What he doesn't realize is that they forgot to turn stuff on.
Let's just, I know you said that you wouldn't want a panic room. Let's just say hypothetically that you were going to install a panic room in your home. What tech accoutrements would you put in there? Besides the phone and the video cameras, this is tech TV, what would you bring in there with you?
I think I'd like better food.
Better food.
Better food. The food there was not good. It wasn't good food. You definitely need a better food. If you're gonna die, I think you should go for better food myself.
Are you into, the whole digital revolution? Do you own a computer?
I have a computer, yes.
What kind?
I have a Mac.
A Mac?
Everybody.
Like everyone in
like
Hollywood.
Everyone, that's right.
You get out of Hollywood, not everyone uses a Mac. It's pretty interesting. In fact, very few people do.
I know.
What kind of things do you use it for?
Well, like everybody, I make lists. Basically, I mean, everything you do in computers is a version of making lists. I make lists. I make lists for everything. And then also the picture thing, which is great.
Yeah, I know all about making lists. People who are watching this right now will get that joke. But, you surf the web, that sort of thing?
Almost never.
Almost never?
Almost never, only if I'm looking for something. I find that, okay, and you're going to kill me for this, but when you have a really full life, you just don't have the time to start looking for things.
Yeah.
You just want to make things faster in your life, not slower. And I don't really know who has the free time to sit in front of a computer set.
Are you making
except
fun
for
of me
people
right
that don't
now?
have a full life.
Are you trying to make fun of me? Saying I'm a dork?
Well, you said it.
Jodie Foster, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Take care.